The storm will come. It always comes. No man, no woman, no soul born into this world has ever escaped it. The winds of doubt, the rains of fear, the thunder of failure, they do not knock politely at your door. They break in. They tear through. They flood your house. And if you are not rooted, if you are not anchored, the storm will carry you away. But hear me tonight. Storms do not come to destroy you. They come to reveal you. They come to test the foundation of who you are, to strip away the false walls, the fragile ceilings, to show you what cannot be shaken. Lightning strikes, and in that flash, you see yourself for who you are, not who you pretend to be, not who the world claps for, not who the crowd approves of, but who you truly are when the applause fades and the night is silent. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. Because every time you rise different. You rise wiser. You rise sharper. You rise stronger. The fall is not the end of the story. The fall is the ink God uses to write the next chapter. Think of Edison. He failed 1,000 times before the light came on. Think of Disney. Fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination. Think of Lincoln. Defeat after defeat. Heartbreak after heartbreak. Yet he stood tall when the nation needed him most. Think of Mandela, 27 years behind bars, yet he walked out freer than the men who locked him away. And King, Dr. King, who stood with nothing but a dream and the fire of truth and shook the conscience of a nation. Do you see the pattern? History does not remember those who quit. History does not build monuments for those who gave up. History crowns those who endured. Those who fought when it would have been easier to surrender. Those who stayed in the fire long enough to be refined into steel. Discipline is the bridge between your desire and your destiny. Everybody wants success, but few are willing to suffer for it. Everybody wants victory, but few are willing to fight the war within themselves. You cannot conquer the mountain outside until you have conquered the mountain inside. And hear me well, you will never be defeated by the enemy around you if you are not first defeated by the enemy within you. That whisper of doubt, that voice of fear, that comfort that tells you to stop, to rest, to give in. That is the true battle, and only the disciplined win it. Vision is not what you see when your eyes are open. Vision is what you see when your eyes are closed. Vision is the dream that burns in your soul, even when the world says it is impossible. Vision is Noah building an ark when there was no rain. Vision is the Wright brothers chasing the sky when men mocked them. Vision is Rosa Parks sitting down so a people could stand up. Vision is you, right now, refusing to bow to fear. Faith without works is dead. You can pray for the harvest, but you still have to plant the seed. You still have to till the ground. You still have to sweat under the sun. God will send the rain, yes, but he expects you to work the soil. And when you work with excellence, because excellence is a habit, not a gift. It is forged in the daily grind, in the quiet hours when nobody is watching, when nobody is clapping, when nobody is posting about it. Excellence is doing what is right, not what is easy. Excellence is leaving no excuse on the table. You see, destiny is not reserved for the chosen few. Destiny is carved by those who choose to rise. Those who decide every day to keep walking, to keep building, to keep believing, to keep becoming. The gates of hell cannot prevail against a man or woman who has decided they will not quit. Listen to me. Life will break you. Yes, it will. It will put you on your knees. It will make you weep. It will make you question your worth, your place, your purpose. But in that lowest place, you will discover your highest calling. In that midnight hour, you will discover the dawn. Because pressure makes diamonds, fire refines gold, storms reveal oaks, and struggle births greatness. So rise with vision, rise with discipline, rise with gratitude in your heart and fire in your bones. For gratitude is the fuel of resilience. A thankful heart cannot be defeated. When you can say, thank you. In the storm, when you can lift your hands in the fire, when you can worship in the wilderness, nothing can take you down. Because gratitude unlocks joy. Gratitude ignites peace. Gratitude reminds you that even in the valley, you are still blessed. Even in the darkness, you are still guided. Even in the fight, you are not alone. And purpose is the compass that keeps you true. When the world tempts you with shortcuts, when comfort whispers, stay here, when fear screams, turn back, purpose says, forward. Purpose says, this is why you were born. Purpose says, you have not yet finished the race. So tonight, before you sleep, hear me. The storm will come. But you are not weak. You are not fragile. You are not a mistake. You are a warrior. You are a conqueror. You are chosen for this very fight. And when the morning comes and you rise again, the world will know. The storm did not break you. The storm built you. The storm built you. Yes, it built you. It carved strength into your bones. It etched courage into your chest. It wrote resilience into the story of your soul. Do not despise the storm. Do not curse the wind. Do not fear the fire, because the very things you thought would break you are the very things that made you unbreakable. Look back. Look at every trial, every tear, every night you thought you wouldn't make it. And yet here you are, breathing, standing, fighting, still here, still alive, still becoming. That means the enemy lost. That means your doubt lost. That means fear had its chance and failed. If you survive the darkness behind you, what makes you think the light before you won't be yours? If you conquered yesterday, what makes you think tomorrow is out of reach? You see, victory is not always loud. Sometimes victory is silent. It's the quiet choice to get out of bed when your body says no. It's the decision to keep walking when your legs are heavy as stone. It's the whisper of faith when the shout of fear is deafening. It's the hand that wipes away the tears and still points forward. Do not wait for the world to crown you. Do not wait for applause. Do not wait for permission. Because destiny does not knock politely. Destiny demands that you rise and claim it. David was a shepherd before he was a king. Joseph was a prisoner before he was a ruler. Moses was a stutter before he was a prophet. Every giant in history was once overlooked, underestimated, unwanted. But God does not choose the qualified. He qualifies the chosen. And you, yes, you, have been chosen for this very hour. Chosen to stand when others fall. Chosen to fight when others flee. Chosen to endure when others break. So stop shrinking. Stop doubting. Stop handing your power to fear. This is your moment. This is your fight. This is your destiny. But hear me. Destiny without discipline is wasted potential. Dreams without work are empty wishes. Faith without action is dead on arrival. You can't just hope your way into greatness. You have to grind your way into it. Day after day, night after night, step after step, sacrifice after sacrifice. The marathon is not won by the fastest sprinter. It is won by the one who refuses to quit. The crown does not go to the one who started with the loudest cheer. It goes to the one who finishes with the deepest scars. And make no mistake, you will bleed, you will stumble, you will be betrayed, you will be doubted. But every scar is a testimony. Every wound is proof that you fought. Every tear is a seed watered for your harvest. I tell you, harvest always comes. In due season, if you faint not, if you stay the course, if you refuse to give up, the ground will yield what you planted in blood, sweat, and faith. But here's the truth. The harvest is not just for you. The gift you carry is bigger than your name. The calling on your life is not just for your comfort. It's for the broken watching you rise. It's for the weary watching you endure. It's for the next generation waiting for a torchbearer to light the way. You think your pain is personal? It is not. It is purposeful. Every trial you survive is a map for somebody else's breakthrough. Every mountain you climb is a signal that the valley does not last forever. Every chain you break tells the world that freedom is possible. So live with purpose. Walk with purpose. Speak with purpose. Suffer with purpose. Rise with purpose. Because when your life has purpose, your pain has meaning. And when your pain has meaning, you can endure anything. And when you endure, the enemy trembles. Hell shakes. Because the devil does not fear talent. The devil does not fear gifts. The devil fears endurance. The devil fears faith that won't quit. The devil fears a man A woman, a soul who has decided, I will not bow. I will not break. I will not quit. No matter the storm, no matter the fire, no matter the valley, I will rise. And when you rise, when you rise, you will see what others only dream about. You will walk where others only imagine. You will do what others said could not be done, because nothing, not fear, not failure, not death itself, can stop a soul set on fire with faith, disciplined by struggle, anchored in gratitude, and driven by purpose. So tonight, before you sleep, I ask you one question. Will you rise? Will you fight? Will you endure? Will you believe? Because if you will, then nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop you. Will you rise? Will you fight? Will you endure? Will you believe? Because belief is the seed of all things. Belief is the spark before the flame. Belief is the whisper before the roar. If you believe, truly believe, nothing can chain you. Belief turned slaves into liberators. Belief turned farmers into kings. Belief turned outcasts into legends. Belief built pyramids. Belief crossed oceans. Belief walked on the moon. But belief alone is not enough, because belief without action is fantasy. Belief without sweat is empty noise. Belief without courage dies in the cradle. So act. Act with conviction. Act with urgency. Act with fire. Act as if tomorrow is not promised, because it isn't. Every day is a gift wrapped in breath. Every sunrise is a reminder God is not finished with you yet. If He woke you up, if He gave you breath, if He let you see another dawn, it means your mission is not complete. Do not waste it. Do not bury it. Do not squander it, because time is the most ruthless enemy you will ever face. You can fight a man. You can conquer a mountain. You can survive a storm, but you cannot wrestle back a wasted hour. You cannot buy back a wasted year. You cannot rewind destiny. Tick, tock. The clock is speaking. What will you do with the time you have left? Do not say tomorrow. Tomorrow is the dream of the lazy. Tomorrow is the excuse of the fearful. Tomorrow is the graveyard where unfinished dreams go to die. If it matters, do it today. If it burns in your soul, do it today. If it keeps you awake at night, do it today. The man who waits for perfect conditions dies waiting. Noah built the ark when the sky was clear. David ran at Goliath with nothing but a stone. Jesus bore the cross before the resurrection. Greatness has never waited for convenience. Greatness has always demanded courage. And courage, true courage, is not the absence of fear. It is standing tall in spite of fear. It is moving forward when your knees are shaking. It is speaking truth when your voice trembles. It is choosing faith when doubt screams louder. Courage is Harriet Tubman walking back into the night again and again to free her people. Courage is Churchill refusing to bow while bombs fell from the sky. Courage is a mother raising her child alone and saying, "We will make it. Somehow, some way we will make it." You want to know what courage looks like? Look in the mirror. Because if you are still here, still fighting, still breathing, still becoming, you are already braver than you realize. But courage must become consistency. One step today, another tomorrow, brick by brick, stone by stone. That is how empires are built. That is how legacies are written. Rome was not built in a day, but Rome would never have risen if its builders had quit after the first stone. Consistency is the secret ingredient of champions. Muhammad Ali did not become the greatest because he won once. He became the greatest because he kept coming back, fight after fight, round after round, blow after blow. Consistency turned a fighter into a legend. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school team, but he didn't walk away. He showed up every day, shot after shot, practice after practice, failure after failure. Consistency turned rejection into 6 championships. Mandela did not spend 27 years in prison and quit on the 28th. He endured, day after day, year after year. Consistency turned a prisoner into a president. And now, it is your turn. What will you do? When the pain comes, will you fold? When the world mocks, will you quit? When the path gets hard, will you retreat? Or will you rise again and again and again until your scars tell a story worth hearing? Because scars do not disfigure you. Scars distinguish you. Scars say, "I fought." Scars say, "I endured." Scars say, I survived what tried to kill me. And when your story is told, it will not be the story of a perfect life. It will be the story of a persevering life. And perseverance, my friend, is the language of the immortal. Perseverance is the language of the immortal. It is the song of every saint, the anthem of every warrior, the heartbeat of every dreamer who refused to lay down. Do you think greatness is handed out like charity? No, it is forged. It is hammered. It is refined in the furnace of adversity. The Wright brothers did not conquer the sky because they had wings. They conquered because they had will. Henry Ford did not revolutionize industry because he had money. He revolutionized it because he had vision. Einstein did not reshape physics because he had privilege. He reshaped it because he had persistence. And Christ himself did not redeem the world from a throne. He redeemed it from a cross. Do you see it? Greatness has always been born in pain. Victory has always been purchased with blood. So why should your story be any different? Why should you expect the crown without the cross, the glory without the grind, the triumph without the test?
No, my friend.
If you want the promise, you must first endure the process. The process will break you. The process will humble you. The process will strip away your comfort, your excuses, your illusions. But the process will also prepare you. The process will train your hands for war, your heart for sacrifice, your soul for glory. Do not despise the process. Do not run from the wilderness. Because the wilderness is where kings are made. David killed lions and bears in the wilderness before he ever stood before Goliath. Moses wandered 40 years in the wilderness before he ever led Israel out of Egypt. Jesus fasted 40 days in the wilderness before he began his ministry. The wilderness is the classroom of destiny, and every lesson it teaches is written in the language of pain. But pain, if you endure it, becomes power. Pain, if you embrace it, becomes wisdom. Pain, if you conquer it, becomes the platform where you stand and say, this did not destroy me, this built me. So let the pain come. Do not run from it. Face it, fight it, turn it into fuel. For the fire you fear is the fire that forges you. The storm you dread is the storm that strengthens you. The weight you carry is the weight that crowns you. And hear me, gratitude is what transforms that weight into wings. Anybody can give thanks when life is easy. Anybody can sing when the sun is shining. But gratitude in the storm, gratitude in the midnight hour, gratitude with tears running down your face, that is the weapon the enemy cannot understand. Because when you can thank God in the furnace, you prove you are already free. When you can praise in the prison, you prove the chains have no power. When you can bless in the battle, you prove the victory is already yours. Gratitude does not deny the pain. Gratitude declares the promise. Gratitude says, even here I am blessed. Even here I am chosen. Even here I will rise. And when you live with gratitude, your spirit becomes untouchable. Your soul becomes unshakable. Your life becomes unstoppable. But gratitude alone will not finish the race. You must pair it with vision. Vision is the ability to see what is not yet visible. Vision is the courage to call what is not as though it were. Vision is Abraham counting stars in the desert, believing they would become his descendants. Vision is Martin Luther King Jr. standing on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, declaring, I have a dream, while injustice still reigned. Vision is Steve Jobs looking at a box of wires and seeing the iPhone. Without vision, you wander. Without vision, you perish. Without vision, you become a slave to the ordinary. But with vision, you rewrite history. With vision, you alter generations. With vision, you step into the impossible and make it inevitable. So guard your vision. Protect it from small minds. Protect it from fearful voices. Protect it from the poison of doubt. Because if the enemy cannot destroy you, he will try to distract you. And if he cannot distract you, he will try to discourage you. And if he cannot discourage you, he will try to delay you. But destiny delayed is not destiny denied. If you hold the vision, if you carry it like fire in your bones, if you refuse to let it die, then nothing can stop it from being born. The vision is not random. The dream is not an accident. The desire burning inside you is evidence of what you were made for. So do not ask, why me? Ask, why not me? Why not me to build this? Why not me to write this? Why not me to lead this? Why not me to rise? Because history is not waiting for permission. History is waiting for decision. And tonight, you must decide, will you live small or will you live significant? Will you drift or will you drive? Will you settle or will you soar? Why not me to soar? Why not me to change the world? Why not me to live a life that echoes long after the grave has closed? Do you not know? The graveyard is the richest place on earth. Dreams buried, books never written, songs never sung, inventions never created, visions never pursued, because too many men and women waited for tomorrow. Too many bowed to fear. Too many chose comfort over calling. Not you, not tonight, not anymore. You will not die with your song still inside you. You will not die with your dream still chained. You will not die with your purpose unfulfilled. You will not die with your light hidden, because light was never meant to be hidden. A lamp is not placed under a basket. A city on a hill cannot be ignored. Your light, yes, your light was made to shine, and shine it must. Not just for you, not just for your name, not just for your comfort, but for every soul still trapped in darkness, for every child still waiting for hope, for every heart still searching for courage. Do you understand? Your life is not just about you. Your gift is not just for you. Your fight is not just for you. Moses carried a staff, but he freed a nation. Esther walked into a palace, but she saved her people. Jesus carried a cross, but he redeemed the world. And you carry something the world needs. Do not hide it. Do not hoard it. Do not waste it. Give it. Pour it. Spend it all before the grave takes it back. Because life is not measured by how much you keep. Life is measured by how much you give. Not the cars you drive. Not the titles you collect. Not the applause you gather. But the lives you touch. The hearts you heal. The chains you break. The hope you spark. When the final day comes, when the breath leaves your body and your soul steps into eternity, the question will not be, how much did you earn? The question will be, how much did you give? Did you live for yourself, or did you live for a purpose greater than yourself? And purpose is what makes you immortal. Purpose is what outlives the flesh. Purpose is what speaks long after your voice is gone. Lincoln is dead, but freedom still speaks his name. King is gone, but the dream still marches on. Mandela rests, but reconciliation still breathes his spirit. Because purpose never dies. Purpose multiplies. Purpose echoes across generations. And your purpose is waiting for you to say yes, not tomorrow, not one day, tonight, now. Say yes to the call. Say yes to the fight. Say yes to the pain that shapes you. Say yes to the faith that carries you. Say yes to the discipline that builds you. Say yes to the gratitude that strengthens you. Say yes to the vision that leads you. Say yes to the purpose that defines you. And when you say yes, heaven will move. The earth will shift. Hell will tremble. Because one soul on fire is more powerful than 1,000 lukewarm. One voice of conviction is stronger than a chorus of compromise. One heart fully alive can ignite a generation half asleep. Do not underestimate yourself. You are not ordinary. You are not an accident. You are chosen. You are royal. You are called. You are called. You are necessary. So rise. Rise in the morning. Rise in the midnight hour. Rise when your body is tired. Rise when your soul is weary. Rise when the world says sit down. Rise when fear says turn back. Rise when doubt says it's over. Because the righteous may fall 7 times, but they rise 8, fall again. Rise again, fall again, rise again, until the grave itself is forced to admit it could not keep you down. And when history looks back, when your children's children whisper your name, they will not remember how easy your life was. They will not remember how comfortable you lived. They will remember that you endured. They will remember that you fought. They will remember that you rose. And that memory, that legacy, will light the way for them to rise as well. So tonight, before you close your eyes, make a vow that fear will no longer be your master. A vow that doubt will no longer be your jailer. A vow that failure will no longer be your grave. A vow that you will rise again and again and again until your purpose is fulfilled, until your destiny is complete, until your life has been poured out like an offering too precious to waste. For this is your time. This is your season. This is your fight. So rise. Rise with vision. Rise with discipline. Rise with gratitude. Rise with courage. Rise with purpose. Rise with faith. And when you rise, rise not as the person you were yesterday, but as the warrior you were born to be. Because the storm will come, but you will not break. The fire will burn, but you will not be consumed. The night will fall, but you will not be lost. For you are more than a conqueror. You are the light of the world. You are the city on a hill. You are chosen, unstoppable. You are eternal. So sleep tonight if you can, but know this: tomorrow the world will see a new you, a stronger you, a braver you. Because you, yes, you will rise.